Hey guys, I know I'm off camera, but I took a shower and I look like a drowned rat, and it's late at night, and I just don't feel like appearing on camera today. So I just wanted to show you guys some books that I've gotten recently. I'm going to show you a few on my Kindle first, and this first one that I have to show you does not have a cover because it is from NetGalley, and it is Game Board of the Gods by Rochelle Mead. And what this is about is, I guess it's like in a future world, and I can't remember, like, something to do with religion, and then there's a guy and a girl that come together to solve ritualistic murders, and then they realize that they're just pawns on a game board. The humans are. So it must have to do with maybe, I don't know if it's Greek gods or something along the lines of that. I'm not really sure. Um, you can look on Goodreads though. The next is Georgetown Academy, which is book one by Jessica Coused-Etting and Alyssa Embry Schwartz. And somebody had told me that this was 99 cents. They made a little remark on my to read list on Goodreads and told me that this was 99 cents at Amazon right now. So I hurried up and went and got it. It has to do with an elite prep school in Washington, D.C., politics, or politics in pretty much a high school, but it's Washington, D.C., so you know it's going to be crazy, probably worse than in like a regular public school. The next is The Seven Wives of Bluebeard, and it says 1920. I don't know why it says that. Anatole or Anatolie, France. I hope you guys can see that. I don't know if you can or not. Honestly, I don't really know what this is about. The reason why I got it was because Strands of Bronze and Gold by Jane Nickerson is based on the Bluebeard fairy tale. And I wanted to read the original fairy tale before I read this book. And you can get The Seven Wives of Bluebeard 1920 for free on e-reader. The next, I just went ahead and got, I have not started this series yet, but I wanted to go ahead and get this. It is a selection novella. It's The Prince by Kiera Cass. I just wanted to go ahead and get it. That way I have it for when I start that series. And I think there was one more. Yeah. The Strange Case of Finley Jane, which is from the Steampunk Chronicles by Katie Cross. I just finished up with the second book. This is actually a prequel, so it's before the first book. But I don't know if this came out after the first book. I'm thinking it did. And I read the first book last year, so I really need to go ahead and read this because eventually I'm going to read the third book. So that's it for my Kindle. And then I got a prequel in paperback form. It's Demon, the prequel to Half-Blood. It's a Jennifer L. Armentrout book. And once again, I got this because Jennifer L. Armentrout is a West Virginia author, as well as I heard that this was, like mythology and maybe Greek gods, goddesses, demigods, I don't know, something. So I went ahead and got that, and then I went ahead and got the first book, the actual first book, which is Half-Blood. So then I got Echoes by Melinda Metz, which is Echoes, Haunted, and Trust. It was 3 books. It says previously published as Fingerprints. All I know is she can hear whispers or voices in her head, I guess, and when she's walking down the hallway in her school, I guess, she hears somebody say her name and must die. So her name is Ray, and she hears Ray must die, and she has to figure out who said that before it's too late. The next is The Map of Time by Felix J. Palma. And I need to get The Time Machine by H.G. Wells and read that before this. I think I've read The Time Machine before, but it's been so long. But this, I guess, is maybe loosely based on The Time Machine, or has something to do with The Time Machine. So I want to read that before I actually read the book. The next is Rampant by Diana Peterfrond. I don't know. I heard somebody talk about this before. And it is about killer unicorns. And that's really all I know about it. A unicorn attacks her boyfriend or something. And then I got Whisper by Phoebe Catendis. And honestly, this sounds so much like Echoes, it's not even funny. She hears, her name is Joy, and she hears whispers when she's walking down the street. And so then she hears like people's deepest, darkest desires and all of that. But she uses her talent for good to like make people happy and get people what they want. But then something bad happens. That's all I know. And As You Wish by Jackson Pierce. I had to get this because people have been talking about this and saying how good it is, and it has to do with genies, and that is not something that you see very much of. And the last is Kissed by an Angel by Elizabeth Chandler, which is Kissed by an Angel, Power of Love, and Soulmates. So it is a trilogy, but it's got all 3 books in here, and I think it is a girl's boyfriend dies, and then he becomes her guardian angel, and he has to protect her from the person who murdered him. And that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys later.